Hey guys, what's going on? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever this may find you in your day. I hope you're having a blessed day. Today, we just got something that came in the mail. Looking forward to unboxing it for you today, because I'm pretty excited about what it is. It is a cargo carrier for the top of our 2012 Toyota Highlander, which is just right behind me. Sorry about that, it just got blurry for a second. So today we're kind of going to be doing a unboxing and assembly video and initial thoughts, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so as you can tell, we got the SportRack loaded up and brought it inside. This is a massive box, and I would only expect it to be because this is the Skyline XL from SportRack. And it has 18 cubic feet of storage that we are going to be unboxing here today for you guys. Alright guys, let's get started. Let's see what we got here. Like I said, she's a hoss, so well, she's out of the box, and she's a horse. I mean, I'm not joking, y'all. I am about 6 foot tall, and this thing comes up to my chest. So, yeah, she's gonna be able to hold a lot. In fact, we'll do a little bit of a capacity test too later. We'll get some suitcases and put them in there just to kind of give you guys an idea of what exactly this holds. So, all right. Let's get some things laid out here for you, and we'll check back in a second. Alright guys, so we've got everything strewn out here in front of me that came in the parts bag. So we are going to take a look at all of that. So, what we got in the bag is, so first off, we got our hinge mechanisms. Looks like our latches that are going to be for our locks, which we've got here. Our bolts that actually attach to the bars on the Highlander out there. We've got some weather stripping. So for those of you who are worried about water creeping in, they do provide some weather stripping. So that's one of the things we're going to test. Because we are going to Florida, and it does rain in Florida. Our latches for the when it closes. These of course go to the bolts here, which will tighten down between the actual bottom and the rack itself. These little stickers, I have yet to figure out what they are for, but we're going to find all that out together. And of course, comes with the almighty important instructions, how-to, which is very easy. All you need is, some pliers, adjustable wrench, and a flathead screwdriver. And you should be able to do this yourself. So, let's find out just how hard this is going to be to put together. Let's do it. Alright, so what I just did you guys saw. However, I don't know that you can see it on the video where I actually put the weather stripping. So my initial thought was you put it on this flat side here. However, there's a lip right here that runs all the way around. So what I did was put it on the inside of that lip, running up against the edge there, and just kind of going around making sure it right up against the edge. And then over here there was a small gap in the back because there's a little bump right here, and I put an extra piece there just to make sure we're good on the that right there, because that is where it gets cinched down to the other piece there on the back. So just wanted to make sure that area was good and secured. I'm probably going to do the same thing on the front. I haven't done it yet, but I'm probably looking at it now. I'm going to do that one as well. It just sort of kind of overlaps here where the two sides meet. There's the beginning and there's the end. So I'm probably going to stick another piece just right there just to make sure that area is good. So I'll do that, and we'll hop into the next section of the assembly. So next we have the key installation. An important step in the key installation is that this has to be in the locked position. Cannot be in the unlocked. Must be in the locked, which means it's facing down. Now to do this, it's actually going to be upside down, so this little hook's actually going to be up here in just a second. So what you do is you take this pointer in, stick it through the hole here, flip it up, and you'll know you're good because there's a flat bottom. Let me grab the other one. There's a flat piece here, right here, that runs along the inside edge of that little ridge on the lock itself. So then you're going to take this guy, and you are going to, let's see if I can do this right the first time, that way. Yep, just like that. With these little tabs facing inward. And then you're going to take this little locking washer here, or locking nut, I guess, technically is what it is. And it helps once you find the groove. I will of course come back and tighten that down later. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is install the hinges on the driver's side. I believe this is the driver's side. Yeah, so how you can tell the difference in the driver's side and passenger side. Driver's side will have a single hole here and a little slot for the cutouts. The passenger side has two holes rather and no cutouts. So first thing we're going to do is take this guy here, set it in place there. Grab one of our screws, stick it through the hole. Grab a washer, place it on the outside here, and grab our nut. And we're going to tighten that down. Now, one thing important to note here is you're not going to tighten this down all the way just yet. You'll do that once you actually put the top on. So, same process on the other side. Just going to take it, make sure you'll be able to know. So it's going to go this way to open, which makes sense because when you set it here, it sets perfectly on that little ledge right there. Easy tricks to remember. Alright, so same kind of process there. So all we did was basically we put the tops and the bottoms in. You guys saw us do the bottoms from that side, but the tops are in. Again, you don't want to tighten these down just yet. So as you can see, they're kind of spinning freely here. This kind of was a little bit of a hassle to do so, to be honest with you. It was not easy. You will need a second person to have extra hands. It's the same process with the bolt, the washer, and the nut. So not easy. Have a second pair of hands, maybe even a third. And if you have a small child, use a small child, as long as they're old enough not to swallow stuff. So yeah, and at this point it's kind of got the hinges on, so it's going to open that way, and you can see the hinges are attached a little bit there. Again, not fully tightened down. We'll do that later, I guess, in somewhere in the instructions, because at this point it says not to tighten down all the way. Next part we're actually going to put in is going to be the hinges, which is step 5 of 11. So we are almost halfway there. So stay tuned. So the next piece we're going to need is this, which is your hinge assembly. So it opens and closes as such. Little spring on the inside. So what it's going to happen is this guy is going to be, we're going to start at the back and then do the front. So the back side is going to be where this little, where the face side is facing inward. So we're going to go ahead and open it up because that's going to help us. What we do basically is we're going to take this screw, stick it through here. All right. Then you're going to take a washer once that's in there, stick it in there. Then you're going to stick it in the hole that's in there. I can't really show you because it's going to be kind of difficult to see. So we'll show you the finished product in a minute. But this is where the base is going to go through. And then you're going to stick another washer on that side and then tighten that down. So we'll throw it on there, get it secured, and show you guys what that looks like. All right, guys, so with not too terrible difficulty, we were able to get these things put in. The hinges, I guess that's what they're called, the hinges that help it open and close. So we'll take a look at that real quick and show you that. Hopefully you'll be able to see it without it being too dark. So let's flip it around here. And you can kind of see how they're facing inward here. Both sides have to face inward for it to work. I did switch up my tools a little bit and went and got the old trusty here to help hold in place, because one side is just, you know, flat head screwdriver bit and the other is that. So let's take a look here. Kind of the final on the outside. You got your washer in place here with your locking nut. Same thing for underneath here, kind of underneath the lip there, on both sides. So she is now able to be held open in place just like that. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this assembly here, stick it in here with our 2 holes, go ahead and align our screws there, or our bolts rather. Got our washer on the inside. Go ahead and take our nut and kind of hand tighten it. And we're going to hand tighten the other one as well. All right, we'll come back here in a few minutes and tighten that down all the way. And we're going to just do the same exact process on the other side. So it's going to come like this. What you're going to do to be able to make this work install is just kind of take it and straighten it out like that. So that way you can actually have access to where your screwdriver later is going to fit up in there. So I just found I'm probably going to have to get a little bit longer screwdriver. All right, last thing we have for tonight, now that we have these snaps in place on both sides, we're good to go. Last thing we're going to do is actually do the lock catches for the actual keys, the locks themselves. So you just take your bracket this way. You're going to use, you'll see there's 2 sets of holes. You're going to use your lower hole to actually stick these in. So you're going to go from the inside here, stick it through there, just like that. Going to take your lock nuts, and you're just going to go ahead and tighten those in place, just like so, and just like so. Okay, going to do the same thing for the other side, just here. Make sure that's the bottom. Okay, good to go. Go ahead and tighten that one so it doesn't move as much. All right. And so last thing we're going to do before we tighten these down, we may go ahead and we're going to tighten them down just a little bit so they're not hanging down so much as they are right now. We're going to do a test fit. We're going to close everything down, lock and unlock, and then we will be good to go. We will be done for tonight until we actually go to install it on the Highlander, which we'll do in a later video. So we'll catch up with you guys when this is done and everything is test fitted. Sounds good. See you shortly. Okay guys, just got done test fitting everything. All the locks and everything work perfectly fine. And just to show you how well everything works, I'll give you a quick working example of what it looks like. So, here we have it. So we'll go ahead and it's currently in the lock position. We're gonna unlock this. We're gonna unlock this side. And then, voila. It is big enough for my wife to fit into comfortably. She is 5'6". Mm-hmm. So no problem there. No touching anywhere, no rubbing anywhere. So again, like I said, later down the road, in another video, we'll show you just how much luggage you can actually fit in there, from camping supplies to actual like luggage. So talk to you then. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure you like, subscribe, comment, all the good things that YouTube wants you to do. But I do appreciate it. So thanks very much, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.